Hey guys, Baxi,
And Levine's.
and we're the creators of Project Xeon, and we recently designed a new mob trap, and today is going to be a tutorial on how to build it.
Okay, we call this new mob trap or mob grinder the X Burner, and it's very effective, very pretty cheap design. So
all you'll need for this is 2 to 3 redstone repeaters. We'll show you why you'll need 2 or 3. 4 redstone torches, 1 button, 1 bucket of lava, 33 building blocks. In this case, we'll use iron blocks and glass, 1 half slab, and 2 sticky pistons. And so we built a step-by-step tutorial on how to build this thing. So let's show you how it's done. So part 1 is the timing. This timing is for this piston, which is holding back the lava. So if you're on single player, you'll just need a block with a button. This button will be your main control for the whole thing. And outside of that, you want a redstone repeater on 4 ticks, 2 redstone, another repeater on 4 ticks, and another repeater on 4 ticks, creating a redstone lock. So it'll hold this piston up. By the way, you need a redstone torch right here to create an inverter. So when he presses it, like he did earlier, it retracts the piston for a certain amount of time and then pushes it up.
okay, over here we have part 1 again. It's the timing, but this is for multiplayer. You're gonna have to mess around with this. This is on our Let's Play server. This is the correct amount of timing, but you'll have to change it for your internet connection based on whatever you have.
This is where the 2 or 3 repeaters comes in.
Okay, so part 2 is the drop. We have a zombie and a skeleton. You may notice that the zombie is taller than the skeleton, and that's because zombies have an extra half-hearted damage, which is enough to make them 2 hits from a punch. So you're gonna have to make it 5 blocks tall when this piston is down. So it's gonna make it so that it's a 4-block drop normally, but then when the piston is retracted, it'll make it a 5-block drop like that. It's the same thing with the skeleton, but like I said, it's 1 block taller, or 1 block shorter. So the piston will be here, it'll be 3 blocks, and then you'll drop it, and then it'll fall, and it'll be 4 blocks.
So, like he said, when you drop them, you need a dropping mechanism. So now, I'm going to show you how to build that. So this is the same button from over there, it's the main control. And on top of that block, you need a redstone torch. You're basically making a vertical redstone tower. So you need another block with a torch on the side, which will make it so it's powered normally, with redstone coming out, going into a block, then a piston. So when he presses it, it should unpower it, letting that zombie fall. Exactly. And so the same thing with the skeleton. It's just, instead of this block with the piston on top, it's just the piston itself. That way it's 1 block lower, presses it, and it falls.
Okay, over here we have part 4. This is the bare minimum, so this is if you want to build this on a survival world, or any other world really. You can decide which design. I suggest the other design, which we'll show you later, but this design also works. So this water stream is emulating like a water stream coming from a mob farm or any other way to get your mobs. So I'll put a zombie in here.
And he'll fall. He'll take a 5-block drop. So when he presses it, he'll fall, and he'll take that lava damage. And so same thing with the skeleton.
Yes. Put a skeleton in there.
Just 1 block lower. And so as you can see, he didn't take any damage. That's because, like he said, this is only a 3-block drop, because over here, when the piston pulls out, it creates a 4. So that's why it's like that. And so now, as you can see, he's done burning. So if I go into game mode 0 here, or survival, then you can see that when I punch him once, he'll die. I didn't have a sword, I didn't have anything, we don't have any strength. And same with the skeleton over here. If I punch him once, he dies. So that's really nice. And then the next part, or part 5, is the final product. This is not using the water stream, it's using the dropping mechanism, and from part 1, the timing. So as you can see, we have a ton of zombies in here. So when I press it once, they'll all fall, they'll get burned, and they'll go up. And so now you just have to wait a little bit. And a really useful thing for these mob traps is actually a splash potion of instant health, because this will do half a heart of healing if I throw it at myself, but it'll do half a heart of damage if I throw it at any undead mob, so a skeleton or a creeper. So when I throw this, if I hit him once, you can see that they die, but if I throw this, it kills all of them at once. Ooh, there's a carrot or a mob drop. And same with the skeleton. So if we press it over here, this is the one built for the skeleton, so they fall and they take the damage.
Watch out
so
for
if I go into game mode 0 here, just to prove to you.
Okay, and you're gonna need to watch out for the skeletons, because if you stand right next to them when you press the button, they might be able to get a shot off.
Like you can see, they can shoot you right here. So you just keep your distance. So now if I throw this, they'll all die.
Coming after you.
And so yeah. And now I'm going to show you step by step how to build it, because, you know, that might have been a little confusing, and so this will be a bit more explanatory. Let me just get everything I need right here. So I'm just going to build the main control button right now, and I'm going to start with the timing. I like starting with part 1 and then moving along. So I'm actually going to use the timing that works for this video, because we're in a LAN world, so there's a little bit of lag, and that's why the timing is different for us. So if we put this right here, you need a piston indented in the ground right there, and you need a block on top. So right here is going to be the main floor, and if you put a half slab on top like that. So now you want to build a little bucket for your lava. So what you want to do is do this, and I'm going to get rid of all the excess blocks that you don't need, like that. And if I put one lava in the middle, this is where you need it.
I recommend putting glass block right here, because if you press this more than once, the lava will flow out, and it'll burn all your redstone, and you don't want that to happen. So just put a glass block or whatever building block you want right there.
Yep, so now we're just going to build up a little tower. While he's building that, I'm going to start on the vertical redstone tower. So if I do this, you want to place a redstone torch, block, redstone torch, block, and then redstone torch on the side with blocks right here. This is where you want your 2 blocks for the redstone, and this torch will power this redstone going into a block with a piston on top, pushing it out, giving them a floor. So yeah, just a little bit of lag, and so now if I press it, as you can see, he falls, takes that damage, and the lava pushes him up. So once he's done burning, he should be exactly half a heart away from damage. So I'll do that once he stops burning. I'll hit him once. And so, as you can see, you get a lot of drops from this. You can get iron and armor from the zombies. So if I hit him once, boop, there he goes. And so, I hope this has been a good tutorial. And thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. This has been Project Xeon. And until next time,